Well, this is a story that is continuing to creep people out. I don't know if you heard about the Pennsylvania gunman who went into the gym.
Yes.
He targeted the Latin Impact dance class.
Sure.
He shot 3 women. Then he shot himself, 48-year-old George Sedini. Now, there are a lot of blogs.
Well, he wounded his girlfriend. His estranged girlfriend?
Well, initial reports said that he knew one of the women.
Oh,
and
now he
they're
didn't?
saying that they were strangers.
Oh, good.
So that's the latest on him.
Thank Christ. Because I thought it was one of those things where he went in, shot everyone, and sort of wounded his girlfriend, which is a ton for her to live with, obviously.
Right.
But it's also mission officially unaccomplished, jack-off. But he just went in and shot the Latin dance class?
He shot up the Latin dance class, and then he shot himself. He killed 3 women, 46, 49, and 39 years old, according to the Allegheny Coroner's Office.
Why can't people just fucking kill
Shoot
themselves
first?
Just shoot yourself.
Well, here are some of... he kept some online diaries. He also kept some video blogs, which are posted online. And he wrote about his life and some of his frustrations. He apparently had not had sex since 1990. And he detailed some of his plans for the attack in these blogs. Here are some things he wrote in November of 2008. He said, plan to do this in the summer, but figure to stick around to see the election outcome. This particular one got so much attention, and I was just curious. Not like I give a flying who won, since this exit plan was already planned. Good luck to Obama. The liberal media loves him. America, with a K, has chosen the black man. Good. In light of this, yeah. So he goes on about that for a while. Okay. Then he starts talking about his Christmas. This is in 2000. This is December.
You know, I got to jump in and say I hate it when guys give us racists a bad name. I really do. It's guys like this that ruin it.
Not all racists are homicidal.
Family-oriented, hard-working, pie-eating racists.
Now,
and
because
these guys
this one
gotta
guy,
go fucking smear mud all over our good name. Yes.
That doesn't seem right.
You know what? You know what must have been surreal too. So you know what those Latin jazz whatever? They're pumping the music, right?
Yeah.
And
Mark Anthony.
First thing I would have done was shot the stereo if Mark Anthony was playing. But the point is I need to know. But the point is this guy went in and did his fucking crazy massacre thing. People were screaming and smoke in the air and whatever. Then he shoots himself. And you know, for a good 5 minutes, everyone was lying on the ground with some crazy Latin rhythm thing pounding.
Right. No one turns it down out of
respect. There was some like Los Lobos remix thing just blaring, adding a crazy surreal feeling to everyone lying on the ground, screaming, blood, whatever, smoke. Now we're just lying there, and that music just had to just continue to pump for another 5 minutes.
Death and Destruction, and then you can hear J-Lo's Let's Get Loud.
Right.
Disco remix.
Now, why did he shoot up that class?
He had his eye on that class. He wrote about the women at the gym. Here's one thing he wrote. No. Many of the young girls here look so beautiful as to not be human. Very edible.
Can I say this? I say it every time. I know it's bizarre. Like, we're all shocked. Like, hey, man, wow, look what happened in Pennsylvania. But considering the amount of guns that are in circulation,
right,
and it's staggering. It's something like, well, there's 300 million Americans and 300 million and one guns, like in circulation. The amount of guns, the amount of booze,
right,
the amount of people that consume said booze. You know, the liquor stores on every corner, you know, filled with tequila. You know, the prescription drugs, and then not only prescription, then there's meth and there's coke and there's all the other drugs, heroin and all that kind of stuff. All the guns, all the booze, all the illegal and not illegal drugs, over-the-counter prescription drugs, and then all the mental illness that goes unchecked in this society.
Let me add, no background check if you buy your gun at a gun show.
And none of that. All that, and twice a year, somebody wigs out somewhere.
It should be more.
It should be more. I mean, I don't want it to be more, but it should be more.
Well, in his case, though, what if prostitution was legal and he was getting laid?
Well, he had not been, Donnie makes a good point. He had not had sex He writes in one of his blogs, no girlfriend since 1984. Last Christmas with Pam was in 1983. No sex since July 1990 either. I was 29. He then goes on and
by the way, Pam is what he used to beat off with.
He sprayed it?
He was out of Jergens.
He sprayed?
Yeah.
Non-stick?
I've done that too. Like, well, Pam ran out on me. So I'm just going to spend New Year's alone.
Or either that or with I can't believe it's not Betty. Okay, he then wrote, no gym today. My elbow is sore again. I actually look good. I dress good. Am clean shaven. Bathe. Touch of cologne. Yet 30 million women rejected me over an 18 to 25 year period. That is how I see it. 30 million is my rough guesstimate of how many desirable single women there are. A man needs a woman for confidence.
But he didn't approach every single one of those 30 million.
Yeah, so he can't count them.
Well, that's in his mind.
Look, obviously the guy's nuts, and thank God he killed himself, so we wouldn't have to just pay for this guy's room and board in some prison for the next 50 years. But please, people, kill yourself first, and then go to the fucking gym and start the massacre.
You've said this many times.
You're gonna kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
In one of his video postings, he says he includes a picture of a cat named Snippers, whom he describes as the best cat ever. Snippers, according to the site, lived from 1984 to 1999.
Well, you know he's insane because my cat Norman was the best cat ever.
Obviously.
So obviously the man
How
is
did he
deranged.
not know this?
Well, gunning down the people at the health club, that's an indicator you may be nuts. But saying Snippers better than Norman, that's I'm Napoleon. I need to be chased with a butterfly net nuts. Oh, good.
Well,
may rest in hell.